What's up, guys? Welcome to Philadelphia and welcome to another video. This is part 2 of A Day in the Life of Being Homeless, the story of Paul. Paul went from living in prison to living on the streets of Philadelphia. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to check that out and see the full transformation of Paul on the streets.
All right, Paul, how do you stay positive out here?
God,
Okay.
I believe I'm blessed, because every time someone helps me, they're always reminding me, that as bad as my situation is, there are still some good people out here, and God is sending them to me. He knows my situation. He knows that I need help, and He's doing the best sending the people I need in my life to come and find me. Today I got a haircut, something I needed desperately. Tomorrow I could wind up getting a new pair of glasses, something else I need a lot. Basically my situation is improving one day at a time, and that's how I stay positive. As long as I can see myself moving forward, it keeps me going.
Yeah. Okay, Paul, so you said you usually try panhandling to get your meals and things like that. What's the treatment like from the people here in Philadelphia?
Yeah, the treatment is more pretend like I don't exist for the most part. A lot of people, I'll ask if they can help me out, get anything they need. I don't specifically ask for any money. I ask for any food that they can spare. If they have food on them, I'll eat it. If they want to take me somewhere and get me a cheeseburger, it doesn't have to be anything expensive or extravagant, just something to eat. And most of them just walk by, turn their heads the other way as if I'm not even there. But you do have a few people who will stop, and even if they can't help, they'll talk to you, pray for you, and that's what I look forward to.
Everybody that I deal with, situation is different. And once again, your situation is different. You were in prison, you came home and really didn't have nothing or no one. So for anybody watching, what would you want the people to know and understand about you?
That this situation isn't permanent. This isn't a situation I'm trying to make the rest of my life out of.
Absolutely.
And I know that it's seen that a lot of people don't want to give this up. This isn't something I wanted to be a part of as to experience in the first place. But I did, and I'm hoping that it'll just make me stronger and a better person for it. I just hope that in my situation, if people start to look at it as individual, just stop treating us as one big group. A lot of people do ask about our situations when they stop to talk to us, to individualize us.
Right.
So,
Right, because people want to know where their money is going, who they're helping. Is the person going to spend it on drugs? People want to know those things when they decide if they want to help someone. So, do you have any history of drug use?
in the past, I used to smoke marijuana growing up as a kid. I can't smoke marijuana anymore. My lungs can't take it.
Okay. And do you have any health issues you're dealing with being out here?
Not currently.
That's a blessing.
Yes,
Some
that
people
is a big
are out
blessing.
here with, heart condition, diabetics. They got to monitor their sugar, things like that. So, it's a blessing that that's not the case for you. What advice would you give somebody so they won't have to go through a situation like this?
Situations like this, I believe that because it can happen in any situation, there's no real way to prepare for this, because coming here and your situation is unique. So unless someone experiences the exact same situation, advice on how to be how to deal with it, I really can't say.
Right.
I'm learning myself.
And what's the hardest part about being out here?
The hardest part about being out here is that homeless people are their own society, and within that society, it's a lot of brokenness. Like we we want help to get out, but we can't even help each other's in our situation. Like if I'm homeless, and another homeless person, there, I fall asleep and I have some food next to me. Another homeless person will come and just take it, instead of just saying, hey, you mind if I have some of this? Our situation, we're in the same situation. If we can't help each other pull each other up, then our situation as a whole is going to stay like that all the time.
Okay, so you've been stolen from since you've been out here?
My sneakers, my blankets, but I don't let it get me down. I just keep moving on. I remember that's the mind frame that they let themselves revert to. They don't have to do that. They could have asked me, I'd have given it to them. Yeah.
What's the craziest experience you had since being out here?
Watching people fight and get jumped. I've seen someone get beat up at the municipal building, right in front. Like the cops are right across the street, and they're these. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's got to be crazy. Did the cops intervene?
No, the
Wow.
cops didn't intervene at all.
That's crazy. That's Philly for you, man. Okay, so Paul, if things change for you today, what would you do?
I'd start an organization for homeless people.
Okay, that's dope.
And I'd make sure that the people who really need it and want it have access to it. Like there's so much information out there, but it's just thrown at you, and it's always changing. And it seems like not everyone is on the same page. Like I spoke to outreach people, and I spoke to the city people, and their information isn't always on the same page. Like they'll tell me about a place to get a meal, but they'll give me 2 different addresses or 2 different names of the places. And so I like to get us all on one page again so that we can really help people.
Okay. If you can go back and change something in your life, what would it be?
I would change how hard I worked in school as a child. I kind of feel like my slacking off as a child kind of prepared me for my future today. Like if I worked a little harder when I was a child, I could have probably avoided the situation I'm in today.
Okay.
So
Made better decisions.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, man. And so, just stay strong, continue to push, continue to have faith, and know that it's not over just because this the situation you're in now. But you have to believe, and you have to trust in your gifts and the things that you can do, and the strength. You know what I'm saying? You were placed in this situation for a reason. There's a lesson to be learned. And you also, if you didn't have the strength to overcome it, God probably wouldn't put you through it. But you have to take the lesson and also turn that around and use it as a strength to overcome this. And I see you definitely being in a better position because, like I said, I've talked to numerous people. Everybody's situation is different, but some people, you know, they have a different drive. Some people are content with being in a situation like you said, and some people, they know that this isn't for them and they are going to overcome it. And you said that your passion is cooking, so hopefully, man, we get you back in that kitchen chefing it up, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just keep God first, keep putting good into the universe, and you'll get blessed.
Philadelphia is a tough city to live in, especially living on the streets. The mission is to continue to try to help and encourage as many people as possible. If you would like to make a donation, you can do so, but be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with another video.